All right, welcome back. And our guest is on Zoom. And let's welcome Ms. Sharon Campbell. She won an award from Research Leadership Award 2020, Distinguished Research in Social Psychological Research. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
And welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Very good. You are, and let me read the letter from RULA Award. And they're saying, let me just share it. Sharon, you have created history and has taken our name forward by becoming the first person in the Caribbean to receive a RULA Award. Your work is highly impressive, and we appreciate your, don't go anywhere. Oh boy. 1 minute. We appreciate your contribution to the research community. We want to encourage you to continue doing your work in research and reaching your highest goal. How do you feel about that, Ms. Campbell?
I am super excited. I feel elated because being the first person in the region to receive such an award, it feels really good knowing that you are sharing the same stage with the world's top researchers as well.
All right, so your research dealt with psychology, social psychology?
Yes, it is.
All right, just tell us a little bit about what that process was and how it happened that the RULA Award or RULA Award recognized you and would have given you this honor.
Okay, so my writing started when I was enrolled in a master's degree program. And one of my classmates from Bangladesh, he introduced me to writing because we would have done a lot of peer markings and he would have marked a lot of my papers. So he thought, well, I write really well. And he asked me one day if I ever thought about writing professionally, and I said no. So then he asked me for us to collaborate and write. And so we did. And our first publication was selected. So when I received the news, I was excited. I was in disbelief. I wasn't sure how it happened because the intention of writing was actually to receive PhD, scholarships to do PhD. So we had no intention, no idea about the award. So it was a surprise to me.
Okay, well done. All right, so psychology, how do you write? I'm trying to get how the material is or the content of what you have to write. Do they give you a topic, or is it the fact that you collaborated with someone in Japan? Is it Bangladesh? What you say?
Bangladesh.
Right. What was the topic, on how did you your study and research as to put the material together? How does it get to the place where the professionals would observe and say, okay, she's accurate and what have you? How does it work in the first instance?
Okay, so first RULA doesn't give you a topic, right? We decided to do a topic and we conducted the research and we write the paper. When the paper is written, it's called a manuscript. So we would have looked at different journals and we decided on one and we submitted the manuscript. When the manuscript is selected, or submitted rather, when the manuscript is submitted, it goes through a process that is called peer review. Peer review is where they will remove the author's personal information, that is to eliminate bias, to check for plagiarism, as well as copyright infringement. Mm-hmm. So the person who is reviewing the article has no idea who wrote the article. Mm-hmm. The article now, well, actually what happens after millions of articles are being submitted, RULA has an award function every year. So they will look at the article, they scrutinize the article, and I think the best fit is what was selected.
Mm-hmm. All right, and so this is the first for you. Where do you see yourself going after this award? Obviously, we don't want to say the sky's the limit. We could say the stratosphere maybe. But anyway, where do you go from here?
Well, I was also nominated for 2 additional awards.
Really?
Yes, I'll be receiving one on the 26th of this month, and that's from a journal that we would have used and published articles through, as well as another one from RULA that will be in February next year. Presently, I have 13 published articles, and I have 8 awaiting publication. In the future, I see myself continuing writing because what I have learned from research is that you don't just impact persons in your community, but within the entire world.
All right. So, and of course, this is a science or scientific research, right? So, your background would be what? Are you a psychiatrist or a psychologist? Tell us what's your portfolio, how you managed to have seen this as an option. Is it that it's your way, it's your world of work? Tell us who are you in terms of what you do, and you have managed to have done this.
I am a psychology student.
Okay.
It came about, like, I went into psychology because of situations I have encountered. And looking at person's life, you see we are faced with so many social problems. And in order to deal with these problems, you have to be able to find the root cause. And psychology teach you that you have to, how to find the root cause in order to curb or solve these problems.
All right, so and so on. So in some, and of course that's where you focus. But when you're doing certain courses, psychology has to be one of them as to how you treat with issues and so on. All right. So that said, your collaboration with your friend from Bangladesh. This is an ongoing relationship in doing other pieces together, or is it just a one-off?
No, actually, we have a lot of articles together. Most of my work are collaborative.
Okay.
But he's also an English teacher in Bangladesh, so we write separately as well as together as a group.
And so, what's the next mission together? What are you intending to do? If there's any conversation about the next mission, the fact that you all are celebrating now this prestigious award, obviously this relationship has to continue. Where do you see yourself going in terms of other works together?
Well, we are stuck together for a while. Because of this award or the papers that we would have written, we were able to get scholarships to do PhDs and doctorate. Apart from that, we are thinking about writing books. Well, we would have put some together. We're supposed to be launching books sometime this month, later this month. So we decide to continue writing as a team and reach as many persons as we can.
Okay. Are there other colleagues in the Tobago space that are students in psychology that maybe you want to pursue? Do you know of any? And of course, what would you want to say to encourage them?
I don't know about any who are willing to pursue writing as a career, but I am looking for persons within the local Tobago to collaborate with, because when you collaborate, it's so unique, right? And you learn of different people's culture and their background. But for me, I will tell them, anybody interested in writing, it's powerful. Writing is powerful. You share, you enlighten persons, and you bring about awareness to the entire world. So I would say, dream big and don't ever give up on yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Writing is not always fun, but it can be very exciting and it's very rewarding.
All right, your friend from Bangladesh, you want to share his name or her, and how did you meet in the first instance? Was it as you share on the internet? How did that happen? Have you ever met in person, that kind of thing?
His name is Deb Prashad, and we were engaged in enrolled in a master's degree program at the University of the People. So I haven't met him in person, but we do a lot of collaborative work. We will do a lot of Zoom, and we talk a lot, exchange different ideas, and talk about different cultures, but we haven't met in person. And
he understands your culture, you understand his, or is there, the blending of the two difference? How is that? Obviously, it's working well, but does he share anything about Bangladesh that you find similar here? Of course, they have coconut trees there, and it's more or less a tropical part of the world. But is there any similarities that you can connect with? And you smile and you talk about, and we say, boy, we don't have that here. I mean, we have that here, but you don't have it. And that sort of relationship. Is that there? I'm trying to get a smile out of you as you speak about the relationship that you're having.
We actually have similarities in terms of culture, but we mainly discuss education. His drive for education and my drive are similar. So in Bangladesh, it's a priority. Education is a priority. However, they see educational reform as a huge standpoint, and they don't believe about, just as we believe, they don't believe that you should standardize education or assignments and exams, but rather reform the curriculum to suit students.
So you have that commonality. All right. Anything culturally that you want to share? You learn a word, and you can give them that we are going to observe Diwali. They celebrate Diwali as part of course, you know, they're part of India and they broke away and so on. But in terms of the anything that you learn that you'd like to share, maybe in Hindi or whatever language that they speak.
Not at the moment.
Pardon me?
Not at the moment.
All right, okay. All right, in closing, what would you want to say to your colleagues and as you advised, but in wrapping up, what would you want to say to all of us?
I want to say, dream big. The sky is the limit. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do it. Whatever you decide to do, even if you fail, remember failure is part of success.
Okay, and congratulations to you. And what's your friend's name in Bangladesh?
He is Deb Prashad.
Is there?
Deb Prashad Holder.
Prasad Holder. Okay, so he's looking on now. He's watching you celebrate. Let's say hello to him. Good morning, sir, out there in
Hi, Deb.
Yeah. And then we're going to beat you in cricket, you know, you can manage me and things like that. And you must joke and tell him that and only a little pick and thing, man, let you learn the culture
Yes,
and so on, man. Right. All right, thank you very much, Ms. Sharon Campbell, and of course.
Thanks for having